Common Sense Buffs. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without some dope content to react to. Welcome back to another episode of the 1 mile per day challenge. It's day 11, guys. Can you believe it? We started this challenge 11 days ago at 0 miles. And now we're on mile number 11. For those of you who are my OGs, you show up here every single night to walk this mile with me. Welcome back to day 11. For those of you whose first time it is, we do this 1 mile challenge every single night, and we're going to be doing it for the next 30 days because we're a Colorado Buffaloes football channel and we create football content. So there's a Tuesday film study, Thursday roster analysis, Saturday live show. But like Coach Prime says, we want to win on and off the field. So this is the off the field part. So if you've been here for the last 11 days, kudos to you. If this is your first time here, we're going to run this show for about 20 minutes. Because every night what I do is I pick a pace. Right now I'm walking at a 3 mile per hour pace. So I get my mile done in about 20 minutes. And that's a pace that I can do the mile without being out of breath, and I can have a casual conversation with you. And every night, I bring a little bit of inspiration to you. And tonight, we're going to talk about raising the standard. So around Colorado football, Coach Prime talks all the time about the standard. What is the standard? What is the standard? Are you keeping the standard? Are your standards high? And so after about 11 days, this shouldn't be new to you anymore. And it's probably not going to be exciting for you anymore. You know how when you start a new thing, buy a new whip, get that new car smell, you drive that thing for about 2 years, that new car smell is gone. Right? Well, hopefully what this is becoming now is not something that's optional for you. Because when you set a standard, that standard can't be negotiable. It can't be an optional thing. When you set a target, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. You can't start going back and renegotiating that contract, that standard that you set for yourself. So 11 days later, 1 mile a day, well, that's the standard. So if you made it to day 11, just know you're one of the chosen few. You're one of the exceptional few. You're one of the few people who can make a goal, set a goal, and actually stick with it long enough to achieve it. So congratulations to everybody who's here on day number 11. All right? So what I'm going to talk today about is setting a standard. We all need standards for our lives. And standards should be things that are non-negotiable for you. Rain, sleet, broke, rich, my standard is my standard. I don't compromise on it. It's what I live by, it's what I die by. The issue is, life sometimes forces you to compromise. And oftentimes the compromises that you're cutting, the deals that you're cutting, has to do with how you identify yourself. What's your identity? And so by doing things like this, joining a community like this, walking that 1 mile a day, we're attempting to challenge a lot of those long-held beliefs that oftentimes has us trapped in certain identities. Where we feel like, even though we have certain standards for ourselves, when things get hard, we negotiate, and usually we're not raising the standard in our lives, we're lowering them. And so the science of standards has a lot to do with identity. And one of the first things that you need to do is look at the issue of identity-based habits. Most of your habits, though you think you're consciously choosing them, after a while, most of your habits become subconscious. You're not really even thinking about it. You know, even the way that I use my hands when I speak, that's a habit. It's subconscious, right? A lot of things that you do, like for example, which side of the bed do you wake up on? Typically, most people wake up and roll out the same side of the bed. Most people drive to work the exact same way. And sometimes you could be driving to work and you lose parts of the drive because you become so unconscious of the drive, right? You're like, damn, I'm at work already, right? And so for many of us, our identity, so let me give you the key idea here. And this is from James Clear's book. He said, behavior follows identity. You don't rise to goals, you fall to your standards. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. How many times have you set a goal, but you ended up compromising on that goal? As soon as it got hard, as soon as it got tough, you shut it down. That has less to do with the goal itself, whether that was a goal about physical health, whether that was a goal about mental health, whether that was a goal about your emotional health, whether that was a goal about relationships. And the one that we all tend to set, or at least aspirationally have, whether that was a financial goal. It wasn't the goal itself that maybe you didn't end up getting to it. It usually has to do with whether or not you were willing to compromise on all the hardships, the ups and downs that you had to go through in order to get to that goal. Oftentimes, we talked about on day 2 quitting. Quitting is a habit, guys. If you quit often enough and you don't stick with things long enough, that becomes part of your identity, right? Pushing through when things get hard. If you don't force yourself to do hard things, eventually your brain will identify you as somebody who can't do hard things. And what you understand is, you look at people who've achieved things, and they walk around, they look just like me and you. The biggest difference is, they never compromise on their standards. They say, I have a certain morning routine. They stick to that morning routine every single day. Hey, I wake up every morning, I drink my 32 ounces of water. How many days have you drank 32 ounces of water since the day I said I was going to start doing it? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about people who do great things. Every morning, this is Ronaldo, the professional football player, says every morning his routine is the exact same thing. He rolls out of bed, he takes a shower, he gets himself ready, and he's straight into the cold plunge. How many days a week? Every single day. If he's going through a good day, if he's going through a bad day, if he's experiencing loss, if he's experiencing anxiety, if he's experiencing depression, it does not matter. You do what you said you were going to do, no matter what. That's the standard. That's what we're building in this community. Is a community of people who, when they make a commitment, it's ironclad. It don't matter what happens. It doesn't matter what happens. They get the job done. Let me ask you a question. If you're interviewing people for a job, do you want the person that always quits? When it gets tough, they always complain? They always got something to say. They barely even show up to work on time. They don't take the time to groom themselves. They don't have a positive self-image. They talk negative to themselves. On the other side, somebody who shows up looking the part, tucked in, sharp, articulate, problem solver. They're willing to come in early, work late. Willing to do what it takes, willing to go extra mile for the client. Who are you? Who are you, man? What's your standard? If we went around talking to people who know you, what would be their testimony about you? Which one of those two characters would they say you are? Simple question. And this is the difference between bringing it back to football terms, a winning team and a losing team. A winning team executes no matter what. They never keep their eyes off the prize, or they keep their eyes on the prize, and that's to win. They never quit. They could be down by 21 points in the fourth quarter. They're not going to quit. You're not going to see one moment of self-doubt in their eyes about who they are and what they're capable of. That's what we're doing right now. We're setting a standard. Every single practice, they bring it. They don't wait for game day. What are you waiting for? Oh, you think you're going to be able to turn it on like Prime says? Oh, you think you're going to be able to turn it on when the lights come on? You think you're going to be able to get it done when you get the promotion, don't you? Oh, yeah, that's when you're going to really show up. Oh, yeah, these people don't know you really got it like that. But you can't do it with the job you got right now. So you expect me to believe you're going to turn it on when you get the promotion? That's not how life works. You get ready right now, like Jimmy Horn. You got to be ready right now. Promotion or no promotion, you got to operate with a higher standard. That's what we're building here, 1 mile a day. It might look like we're just walking. It might look like I'm just talking. Every day you're going to check in, and I'm going to be right here getting better. I'm going to be right here getting better. And I'm asking you, are you going to get better with me? Are you going to get better with me? Are you going to get better with me? Everything in this world is pulling at you to make you mediocre. Boy, you got one life. You got one life. A couple of days ago, we talked about the regrets of the dying. We talked about the regrets of the dying. The number one regret of the dying. Should have lived the life that I meant to live instead of worrying about what other people thought. Reading the comments. Pinging your environment for what other people think about you. You better wake up and get to the standard. Get up, get on that treadmill. Join the movement. Join the movement. We support Colorado Buffaloes. Yeah, we support them wholeheartedly. We want to see them boys win on the field. But what Coach Prime say? Now you got to win off the field. That's what this community is. We going 10-2 with Common Sense Buffs this season. We're getting right. So you ready to get right? You're in the right place. We're raising the standard right now. You're going to raise the standard in your life whether you like it or not. You don't have a choice. It's too late. You heard the message. Now, you would have to force this message away. Right? You would have to push this away. But guess what? We're going to be accountable for what we did with all the messages that we heard. When it's all said and done, and we stand in judgment, you're going to be called into account for all the messages that you heard and what you did with it. All the abilities that you had. You know there's people out there who would give everything to be able to just walk. And you can walk and you won't. Oh, no, not if you follow this channel. You're going to get right. We're going to get busy on this channel. Why? We're going to watch the Colorado Buffaloes win on the field. We're going to win off the field. And you know you're going to still get the entertainment here, but you're going to get more than entertainment, man. You're going to have your life transformed by following this channel. Why? It's what's inspiring me to follow Coach Prime and Colorado Buffaloes football. It's not just for entertainment. It's for the transformation. Before every single practice session, he's pouring into these kids. And as an adult, you're sitting there thinking, man, if I could just trade places with this kid when I was 18, do they realize what they are getting? My question is, do you realize what I'm saying to you right now? Do you realize what I'm saying to you right now? Don't worry about that. You can't turn back the clock. You can't go play for the Colorado Buffaloes. You can't sit up under Coach Prime. You can't sit up under Brandon Marion. But you can take those lessons and say, listen, I'm going to redeem the time. I'm going to redeem the time. Why? Because it's never too late for me. Not too late for me. It's not too late for you. You going 10-2 this year, whether you like it or not. You're going to get right this year, whether you like it or not. Why? Because you're going to keep coming back here every day, and you're going to see me getting right. Summertime coming. I'm going to get right. It's not just going to be on the outside. I'm going to get right up here, because that's where it all starts, up here. Up here. Everything outside a person is a reflection of what's inside the person. The thoughts that they hold, their self-identity, and the standard that they set. What's your standard, man? You ain't got to tell me, I can see. Right? You ain't got to tell me, I can see. You know you can see a person's standard without them even saying a word. In fact, their standard, their actions speak louder than words. Most times, you ain't trying to hear that. Why? Because your words don't match your actions. Your words don't match your actions, Brody. That's a fact. That's a fact. So you got to get up right now. You got to get up right now. You got to get serious. You got to get right. And it doesn't take a quantum leap, guys. It's not a quantum leap. It is small wins stacked every day. Start with a mile a day. 3 mile per hour pace. A mile is 20 minutes, light work. You spend 20 minutes scrolling on social media, you could spend 20 minutes rewiring your brain. How are you going to rewire your brain? You're going to become somebody who does hard things. You're going to become somebody who says, when they set a goal, you actually accomplish it. You're going to walk a mile a day. Because we're going to be right here holding you down. All right, so if you're feeling the content in the chat, let me know. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, you're like, who is this dude yelling at me? This is Common Sense Buffs. We're building a community of Colorado Buffaloes fans who are cheering for the team on the field, but we getting right off the field. I know many of you watching me on TV. Hopefully I'm looking good right now. All right, I'm just having fun with this thing, guys. Life is serious, but it doesn't have to be serious. Life is serious, but life does not have to be serious. And life becomes extremely fun when you're committed to doing what you need to do to get to the next level. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Let's see what we got here. All right. That's what we're doing, man. 1 mile a day. So hopefully you guys are tapped into the football content, because we've been getting busy on the football content. Y'all been turning up. We're now at over 855 subscribers or something like that. So we just dropped the film study video earlier today. Check out the film study. It was a review of the Colorado Black and Gold spring game. On Thursday, we are dropping roster analysis. So I'm going to be talking about my offensive and defensive starters. And then on Saturday at noon, we do the live community show, where I invite everybody in to kind of give me their feedback about where they think the program is and react to the content. All right, so this is day 11, guys. We're almost there, 1 mile a day. Right? We got to get to 30 days. And then guess what? We're going to start the book club. We're going to go through Coach Prime's book, which I'm listening to the audio book. So I'm going to be dishing out the notes, my key takeaways. So lock in with me, guys. The testimonials are already coming in. I know G Stowe is locked in with me, walking that 1 mile a day. Harold Mitchell is locked in with me, walking that 1 mile a day. Cloud Living is locked in with me, walking that 1 mile a day. We're going 10-2. We're going to win a Big 12 championship right here on this channel, guys. Right here on this channel. We're winning off the field. You can win too. So listen, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with this. The quote that I gave earlier, which is, behavior follows identity. Behavior follows identity. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. Are you going to make today better than yesterday? Are you going to rise to the occasion? Are you going to take control? Are you going to take that step in the right direction? So I appreciate everybody who's tuned in, tapped in with me, man. Every single day for the next 30 days while we walk this 1 mile. So in closing, I pray that the Almighty is blessing you and keeping you in good health. I pray that whatsoever your hands find to do is blessed. And if you're going through hard times, just remember, hard times don't last forever. Until next time, peace.